Moments later, I've hastily scrubbed off all my makeup, undone my hair, and changed. Here I am again. Twyla. You gave me that name, my face, my spirit, my thoughts. Who am I? It is all of you in every hue. Oh. Stop. I don't want to think anymore about anything. Please. I retreat under the covers and try to shut it all out, but I long for it again. The nearness of you. I focus my longing instead on sleep, begging it to take me under its care, but it refuses to do so for a restless spirit like mine, without a price. The tempest festers like nothing else my mind has caged. I will pay any price to retreat from all the pain it wroughts. And so sleep takes me in. It leads me all the way back to that junction between the hallways of my mind. But this time, it's pitch black. Don't think. Whoa. Don't think about it. I don't want to think about it. You don't need to. Just keep running. It'll be another false alarm. Oh no, this is she doesn't have, I just got goosebumps. This is she might not have long to live warning, isn't it? It'll be another false alarm. She was doing fine when it's a false alarm. Now run. Something doesn't feel right. I'm nearly there. What if I turn the corner and stop thinking? Everything will be fine as long as you keep running. What am I thinking? Everything must be fine, right? You're there waiting for me, aren't you? Tell me, you are, aren't you? Huh? Mom? Go. Run. Keep running. Mom? What's going on? I'm coming in, okay? Mom? It's one of those dreams. It's like here, there, everywhere, location-wise. Oh, you're Twyla, right? Yes. Although this is a memory. My feet froze in place. Why? I'm sorry. I'm not crying, you're crying. I'm so sorry. What was I thinking just now? Flosses. It's just this window again. Of course it is. Did I really think Mom was... Never mind. Mum never got around to fixing this window, did she? Weird. It hasn't opened by itself in a while. What? What is that? Is that a tornado? Uh-oh. Oh no. We all finna die. Ooh, bubble tea. No. No. Please, no. This is too much. I can't breathe. I drown in the sounds of it. A flaring full-blown hurricane. My spirit pulsates sickeningly along to its rhythm, and it's nothing but your doing. What have I done? Help me, skies, forces, stars, someone. Please. I'm just one person. Why do I have to bear all of this? You're all she had, and you left her in that room alone. She didn't even get to say goodbye to you. So suffer, you worthless. Stop. My spirit roils with it, pure, unbridled energy endlessly hurling off the walls of my spirit, encasing my mind in an unrelenting frenzy, enveloping every thought in layers of emotional noise. Thinking rationally is impossible. It's a sick joke. Instead, every pocket of my mind floods with nonsensical shards of torment. I try to grasp at something, anything, but I just cannot. It will not stop. It will not let go. The tempest has me torn apart. Oh no. Where's Lau when you need him? First, I manage to breathe. And then, gradually, I still the tides of my spirit just enough to think. I have to control all this somehow. The less chaos inside me, the less there is outside. But how? How do I control whatever this is? How did this happen? I tried to take Sinan's passion into my spirit last night, and then it triggered that memory of Mum. Even thinking on it for a moment causes my feelings to swell once more. That's it, no? You haven't accepted one bit of this. You're still hung up over it all. Leaving Mum, not stopping her from overworking, not caring for her enough. And that's your guilt alone. But how could I just accept these feelings? You know how. Hold on to it, let yourself feel it. Without it overwhelming you. Without it overwhelming me? Besides, there's more to this than just my grief, and guilt, and regret. There must be. Despite myself, I find my mind trembles with the weight of it all, still. And as it does, I realize that should come first here. I need to stop this first. Stressing about all this chaos in my spirit, the struggle switch. This hurricane is terrifying, it's disastrous, it's all my fault. And that's exactly why I need to stop stressing. It's a flaring hurricane, so take this seriously. I slow my breathing. Either this hurricane consumes me and everything else in East Seneca, or I somehow stop panicking and figure this out. I do nothing but slow everything down in my mind for minutes. As I focus, a loneliness creeps upon me. Here I am, stuck helping myself amidst a tempest of my own making. But I remember I'm a victim, just like the rest of them. I've lost the person who matters the most to me, who is so much of me, and I've struggled like no other. I've tried my best to learn from others, understand my grief, and control my stress. I've fended off ravenous demons and troublesome customers. I've done all I can to synthesize all my experiences from these last few weeks, and understand how I can use them to grow. This? So I let that loneliness in too. I must. It has a place in my spirit that I can't reject. Gal, stars, are you okay? Can you hear us, Twyla? Huh? But she's not alone. I'm gonna cry. You guys, I feel a couple tears rolling down my cheeks. Horses, I had a feeling you've done well to control this on your own so far. A feeling? Mm-hmm. You're not panicking one bit. Twyla, how are you? That's really brave. I'm at a loss for words. Maybe that place in my spirit for loneliness won't be needed for long. But I still don't know what to do. What are you feeling? Too much for things to make sense. Oh. Is there someone we can ask about Payos or conduits? Your uncle. Do you know where he is, Twyla? I have no idea. Horses, I hope he's okay. How bad are things outside? How did you three get in here? Like we said, Twyla, you're doing well to keep things under control. No one is in danger. We can take the time to properly work through this. That's a relief. What happened? Who did this to you, girl? No one. No one, Jazz, really. I keep having these visions, almost, of my mum. Of memories of her. And this last one, it just destroyed me. I had a customer at the time. I blacked out in front of him and started shouting all this stuff without realizing, and I couldn't enchant his peace. And that's okay, Twyla. Let's focus on moving forward. We can fix this. As I take their gentle words, my breath becomes less labored. My spirit weakens its grip on my mind. With each exhale, my thoughts clear up, just a little. You have any idea what caused all of these visions could be? I'm not sure, but my uncle mentioned how my spirit was overloaded with chaos. Overloaded? Every time I take a customer's emotion, It leaves a small trace behind. I don't think that's the cause of these visions, but that might be why my spirit feels so flooded. We can do something. No, Twyla? We can get rid of these traces? In theory, we should be able to process them. It should ease the presence they exude in Twyla's spirit. I think talking through it all should help. But how? Just like you told me, Twyla, don't worry about making sense, just speak from the spirit. All these emotions must have left a mark on you somehow. It's true. Take it slow and pay attention to your spirit. Now's the time to rely on all the struggling you've done in the past, Twyla. Sis, you can do this. No more pretending, yeah? Okay, yeah. I close my eyes, breathe, and focus. My first time enchanting was on accident. It was when enchanting this bracelet for Lau with his guilt. The guilt that surrounded all his regrets with Haynes' case, and the countless other cases he worried traces weren't arriving on time to. That guilt, I feel it every day, every time I remember leaving Mum at the hospital. I know I shouldn't have left her there. I know I should have treated her illness more seriously, and it racks me with guilt. Just like Lau's, I feel my spirit swell, but I hold onto the feeling. My first customer was you, Jazz. You gave me and Ella a bit of your hope. Bosses know that hope has become quite the strength for me. It lightens my spirit with the belief that someday I'll see a brighter day, no matter how bad things can appear in the moment. For Maribel, I enchanted skepticism. Sometimes I find myself doubting myself and others, and it's not always for the best. I'll be the first to admit. But I know that having a questioning eye has helped me discover so much about myself. I took Antonio's indignation into my spirit next and helped me confront customers and dig deeper into their stories. With that, I did my best to make the right decisions and ensure every piece I enchanted had a positive effect on its recipient. And with the confidence I helped Odella rediscover, I trusted in those decisions I made. I felt a little faith that maybe even without my mum behind me, I could still get by. Minovi, your faith helped me embrace new ways of thinking, wholeheartedly, with Lau, you, and on my own. And your sentimentality helped me realize just how much these new bonds I was forging meant to me. And because of Ona's disappointment, I was able to recognize my weaknesses before they became too much to bear, and stop myself from crumbling today. I open my eyes to my friends looking at me expectantly. The hurricane still rages. Who's next? That's it? It's died down a bit, but how do you feel now, Twyla? I think I may just know what I have to do. Really? Yeah, my head feels so much clearer now, thanks girls. Slowly I start to get up. Take as much time as you need, okay? I will. Good luck. You'll be back to your radiant self soon, I know it. Me too. We're right behind you, gal. You got this. I head back upstairs to Mum's room. It shouldn't bother me that the hurricane hasn't died down. So I don't let it. I spend a few minutes in Mum's room, tidying a little, straightening things out. I haven't been inside this room in months. Maybe over a year now. I didn't clean up much after Mum passed away. For the most part, this is just how she kept her room. Out of everything, I never took after Mum's cleanliness, did I? But I stress out just like her. I obsess over my work, just like she did. I know it seems indulgent, doing such a thing, while a hurricane of my making rages around me. But how else can I accept these feelings? I can't sit here and blame the world forever. It's been so long. Maybe it's time I tried to truly come to terms with it all. I really am so lucky though, aren't I? I didn't even have to convince myself of that. Right here and now. There isn't too much left for me to think about. Thanks to everyone who's helped me, knowingly or unknowingly. I've already been blessed with so much to learn from and to think over. Over the years, I've grown so used to relying on those around me. But for once, finally, I've come to an understanding of what I need to do. My own understanding. I've put in a lot of hard work without complaint. Okay, I complained plenty, but still, I kept struggling. Mom, I'll never know what you felt in your final moments. If you were upset I wasn't there with you, or just quietly wishing me the best. But I know you would have wanted me to keep going. That's all there is left to do. Maybe it'll be years to come still, until I can hold on to this pain and embrace it. For longer than just a few moments, but I'll have to do just that. It's funny, how did this little girl come to have such a busy spirit? It could have only been from you, Mum. It took me years to learn that, you know? Just how much pain you held on to, even with that smile. You were as flawed as any other person, despite how amazing you were. Or maybe even because of it. Those visions of you, that's the only thing left that doesn't make any sense to me. Unless those memories really have become a part of my spirit. I think you and I agree, Mum. It's about time to let go of them just a little. You know, there's no sense in holding them onto me so tightly anymore. I'm going, okay? I'll be back home soon, but am I going to put the emotion into the necklace? And then just like put it to the side or something? Don't wait for me. No, this isn't right. That day she urged me to try my best. What emotion did she instill in me? Happy. Determination. Aww. Aww. Tua, I would rather you try your best and fail than succeed without trying at all. Sad. No. Urged me to wait for her sickness to pass. Patience. Determination, patience. If someone you care about is sick, just waiting patiently beside them can make them feel better. That night she shared her worries with me. What emotion did she instill in me? Concern. There isn't a day that goes by where I don't find myself worrying about the future. A little for me, but so much for you. Humility. Don't you worry, Tua. You'll be far greater than little old me someday. That night, I couldn't stop her working late. What emotion did she instill in me? Obsession? Oh my. Interesting. Work obsessed? It's funny, Twyla. Sometimes I think even if I was sick, that I couldn't get out of bed, I'd still find a way to work. level 5. Sparkle rainbow! Sparkle, sparkle! Should we call the ambulance? Give her some more time. She'll pull through. I'm awake without realizing I was asleep. And I see everyone I want to see, all at once. Twyla! Sis! Tuz! She's awake! Uncle Lau! Should I have stayed asleep? What are you saying, girl? Twyla, thank the skies. Oh, forces, I've aged more than those 15 minutes than the last. You're awake. Good to see you in high spirits again, Twy. Oh, he calls you Twy? Everyone laughs once more, and seeing their happy faces like this makes me feel so... Wait! The hurricane! Is it... Relax, you dumb girlie, it's gone. And your outburst appears to have subsided with it. You did it, Twyla. I knew you could do it. All things considered, a bit short of a hurricane. You crossed the finish line with plenty of time to spare, kid. How did you manage it? I think I enchanted my jewelry with Mum's feelings. I don't understand. How could this be possible? I suppose you were always a conduit then, Twyla. You must have kept those feelings from Hila inside you for years. How? Just like when you take a customer's feelings for a little bit and then transfer it into your jewelry. Earth below. We're gonna make sure you get better, Twyla. All of us. We're all here for you. In the end, Twyla and her friends lived happily ever after. Or so you thought. No, I'm kidding. I wish I could say such a cliche, but the truth is, the days that followed the hurricane weren't easy either. To no one's surprise, the store was closed down. Ding. The truth about the hurricane source might have escaped the media, thanks to my tracer friends. But the circle of conduits was quickly able to connect my conduit services and the Payos hurricane together. Fortunately, there was some hope for making a return. I had to change my enchanting services from the ground up, make every bit of it official and as risk-averse as possible. So we made some new rules. Customers had to bring the recipient of the piece along if they wanted to enchant it. Now, without the recipient's knowledge and consent, we can't provide an enchantment. A lot of customers started getting pieces made for me beforehand, so they still had a little surprise for their loved ones. And then afterwards, they'd come back to the store together for the enchantment. We also had to run some experiments to make sure my enchantments were really working. And surprise, they were. I was overthinking things after all. But finally, my personal favorite change we made was bringing you on board. Aww, the circle was especially concerned with me running this ship alone. Not just because I was a little unstable at times, but also because having another's perspective is invaluable, especially a professional one. I found out you was thinking of trying something new lately through Lau, and here we are. With you behind me helping me deal with taunting Zayasins and stuck-up Zenoans. I could finally focus on my job without worrying about thousands of tiny things, and after a few trial runs, a few back and forths with Uncle and the Circle, finally the day came where we were back up and running. So that's pretty much what happened since, Jazz. Sorry we took so long. Oh, Forces. I hope you're sorry. You've no idea how worried I've been. Ever since we went upstairs to find out you passed out on the floor that day. But seriously, girl, seeing you back like this nearly got tears in my eyes. My little Twy is back to her magical self. Twy? Thanks, Jazz. Jazz, who let you cook? Oh, speaking of, my cookies must nearly be done. Manovi. My Mun is back. It's been so long. How is my little baby girl? Hi. Jazz, she's not a baby girl. You've got no idea. Stars how wise this one is. Alrighty then. Mature baby, how's that? Okay, Auntie Jazz.
Oh.
Why, you ungrateful youth, you. Oh, my cookies.
What?
Ah, my infants, my strawberry chocolate chip munchkins. Her vocabulary is endless today, huh? Minovi and I catch up quickly before she runs off to school again. And then a customer arrived, and you and I started our first official day. It was one of those days filled with endless gratitude. We fell into a rhythm, surprisingly quick, and I even got a couple visits from old faces. Antonio came around, and I learnt Kaylin's doing a lot better now. Apparently my enchantment really helped. It just took a bit of time for her to feel inspired by his indignation. Ona came by a little later too. Poor Vulcan is still feeling a bit stuck these days, but after a good chat alongside his bracelet, he's been taking small steps towards his big dreams. Sinan came during the night shift. Luckily, he was able to get Ksenia feeling some passion once more. Even without the enchantment, he told me the ring was enough just as a symbol of that passion. The little wings on it inspired Ksenia to take flight. And to my surprise, I even got a visit from Maribel. She was happy I was back in business and ranted a bit more about her husband. He is doing a little better now at least. Apparently this whole time, he was a maths teacher and somehow skepticism inspired him to do a master's. No clue what happened, but I'll take it. There was some time during the break where I had questioned if I really wanted any of this, but after today, I think I do. That being said, I was more than grateful to get some rest that night. Lau came over in the morning and we were finally able to catch up one-on-one. So you're taking a break? Not really a break. Just moving away from field work a bit. I realized I'm better off focusing my efforts elsewhere. Ona managed to convince management to put me full-time on coming up with ideas for how we can change our overall chaos response framework. They couldn't really argue it. I mean, one of your best senior superiors pushing for a change during a time of crisis. Even the higher-ups know that something has to be done. Are you enjoying it? It's a lot of theory and reading, and so far they haven't been particularly receptive of any of my ideas, but you're doing all you can, no? Yes. In fact, I realized after that day. Do you remember that day I talked to you about premeditation of future evils and acceptance? Well, you were right, Twy. I do have a lot to gain from practicing acceptance better myself. I was trying to fight the uphill battle, as they say. And in truth, I still am, but I guess I've accepted this is going to be a long fight, so I should try to make sure I stay in good condition to last through it, you know? Yeah, Flosses, that's great, Lau. I can't believe I was able to have that much of an effect on you. Huh? You have a greater effect on those around you than you realize. I don't believe I'd have taken a break from field work, if not for you. So, thank you. Stop being so nice about it. I'm just happy I could help you a little in return. In that case, could I ask you a big question now? Huh? How do you feel after all of this? About? This store, your mom, enchanting, all of it. Life? In other words, are you happy, Twyla? Well, it just got quiet. Not fair. Come up with something original, Cheng. You think you invented asking people if they're happy? Come on, Twy. I know I didn't give a straight answer back then, but we've both grown since, no? Then you tell me. I asked first. Hey, I still gave an answer back then. Oh, sure. I swear to the spirits, you just said happiness is a relative concept. And then you asked for the bill. I find myself looking forward to this part of the day more and more. Somehow we both still find time for it, no matter how childish it is. Yeah, that's still an answer. Happiness is a relative concept. How is that an answer? You flaring. His cold eyes don't trick me anymore. The warmth I feel from him is no longer fleeting. It's a constant. Lau having more fun than I am? This guy. I'm still waiting, Toy. Fine. I'm happy when I'm with you. Aww. Aww. The end. That's cute. Now can they officially be dating? Or is that in the sequel? Are they gonna make a sequel where they date? I don't know. But they should. I would play it. I hope you enjoyed every Hue of You. That was very tear-jerking. I definitely shed a couple tears during that. The story is really, really good. I hope that they do make some kind of sequel or something within the same world, because there's definitely the possibility for that, for sure. Whether it's the same character or a different one, or just, you know, intertwining of some characters in a sequel. Thank you again for everyone who watched. I appreciate your consistent support. If you haven't done so yet, please hit that subscribe button down below and click that like. Leave a comment as to what games you would like to see in the future, if you have any in particular, especially those cozy games and visual novels. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the next series and in the next video. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Bye guys!